You boy, who that ass any copyright strike? I'm already on it. That's who I'm finna get. Look at all the people I'm finna get. Rap stars. I'm finna get this Trae Flocka. This got 253,000 subscribers. Oh, we finna get him rad motherfucker now. Stealing my shit, man. Why they doing me like this? I'm glad you, man. Listen. I done forgot all about the gun.
Yeah, baby.
Say, what's up with it, Trae Flocka? Yeah, that's how I told him Marvin.
Hey, you ain't.
I just want to be like his uncle.
Huncho, what's up, y'all? We just speaking on some shit.
Is my mic bugging, Trae?
No, it was. It's like it had an echo coming from. It's good now.
That's something with this fucking cable.
So when I say, so what's the perspective of like people like us, or like what would be the evolution as far as still being us, but how do you even tap into some shit like that? Still being, like I said, unique,
motherfucking diamond,
and original to your core and what you doing. Which is why I put that quote about evolution on my story.
Yeah, and like most people's definition of evolution nowadays is just going with the flow, is going with what's big instead of going for their own thing and making it big themselves.
Right, so at that point, are you really evolving, or are you just keeping up with the Joneses? Cause we see the waves that people, we see the podcast waves, we see the I guess the war zone waves, so to speak. We see the TikTok waves, we see the, you know what I'm saying? We see it all like right in front of us.
I'm late as hell. And not much, Diamond.
Jarvis, you're.
But most people's definition of evolution is like so misconcepted, and it's like, and here's the thing, some people, not all people, but some think that evolution comes very, very quickly, when that is going against the very grain of what evolution is. Evolution takes time. And not just time, a lot of time and experience.
So it goes back to my question: are you really evolving, or are you just keeping up with the Joneses?
At that point, you're just keeping up.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
You're keeping up with the Kardashians at that.
Like evolving, like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
From a what is it? From a caterpillar to the cocoon to now you a butterfly. That's a whole new, you know what I'm saying? Still an insect, but that's a whole new, you know what I'm saying?
From a baby to a teenager to an adult.
So I guess in a sense, okay, from football player to podcaster, content creator. Technically, yes, that's you evolved, technically, yes. But like I said, you already Cam Newton.
Yeah, some people will say he might have devolved and having all those millions in the NFL and then going to a podcast. Like,
stupid.
No, I'm just saying. So some people might be pessimistic like that. Some people might look at that picture and be like, okay, you had all this, you had all that fame, all that status, and then all of a sudden you're going to a podcast?
But hold on.
Like, that's what people would be like.
But see, that's what I'm saying, Sweeney. he's already Cam Newton. So think about somebody that I guess. See, it's hard to say that when you kind of already have established a name. It's like you really ain't got to try too hard to jump into something else because, like, you already who you are. So at that point, you just stepping into something, owning it, and just bringing your own spunk to it.
Right. And Diamond just commented, was that a shot at Shannon Sharp? No, because the same argument could be put for Shannon Sharp. He's already cemented himself within sports. Shannon Sharp is one of probably our best analysts that we've had in a while.
Yeah.
And you know, he brings that energy.
Now, Shannon Sharp has taken his, you know, if you want to say podcasting to the next level. Like I said, he, you know, Club Shay Shay.
Right.
He done got, you know, he done stirred the pot up. You know.
The Cat Williams episode alone shot his podcast through the roof.
So it's like,
just based on what was said alone.
So at that point, it's like, okay, but the common denominator in all these podcasts, like, the bulk of it really is talking about, you know, that interview only did what it did because Cat was what? Talking about other people. Well, responding to what was said about him. So that was really the juice of it.
Right. And it was basically insinuating, or what people saw as insinuating drama, or, you know, calling out people and, you know, doing all what people thought was like doing the most or doing some extra shit, when in reality he was just speaking some truth.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with going on a podcast and being honest. It's one thing to be snitching on someone in business that you have no relation to, but if it has something or everything to do with you, that is completely on you. That is like, I don't get why people think being honest is snitching. If it has something to do with you, that's not snitching.
Right.
That's just you telling your side of the story.
Yeah, then you got Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps in they damn 50s wanting to throw down and to my standing on business. Look, man, y'all got grandkids. It's time to stand off the business. Fuck standing on business. It's time to stand off. You got grandkids. I
feel like y'all talking about Monique too. Well, I mean, I saw a little bit of the Monique episode where she called out Shannon Sharp, saying like he needs an older fat white lady who can cook and, you know, do things for him. Like I don't think Monique. Well, I mean, I would have to see the full episode, but I mean, from what I saw there, I think that was just some friendly banter between them. Like, Shannon Sharp always says he wants a young girl, he wants a sinner, and whatever. Give him Miss B Nasty or whatever. And yeah, he actually said that, Trae.
Well, he want to Miss B Nasty.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't blame him. Shit. I mean, shit. I mean, just cause you up there in age, that don't mean that shit. You want. I mean, you like what you like. Shit. He want a young tenderoni. Shit. He probably still, you know, putting that thing down. So he don't want nobody he got to slow roll with.
Hell nah. He's still living that young life. And that's what Monique was saying. Like, he's too stuck in being with the younger folks. Like, he needs to kind of get with the times, I guess, and, you know, kind of go for someone your own age, which, I mean, to some extent kind of doesn't make sense because he's an adult.
Yeah, that could go.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, shit. If he ain't married, shit,
right.
He do what he want to do. I mean, he ain't got no somebody he set time down to. Shit, knock him off. Fuck.
If he's single and ready to mingle, ain't no time wasted.
And then, like I said, as busy as Unc probably is, I mean, shit. When it comes time for that type of release, shit, you want it to be his full potential. So shit, I don't blame him. Shit. He said that 34 round where you knock on them. No, man. Grim Reaper come and collect. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like, just back on the point, like I said, it stuck out to me like when he said it. And it's like, you know, y'all know we gotta deal with when we on this platform and the channel. We gotta deal with the fake motherfuckers coming in here with the fell off shit and the part time and shit and the y'all, you ain't doing this, y'all ain't doing, like, this was, like I said, gonna make you unique in what you doing. Just like how motherfuckers feel like, oh, this nigga Trae be charging from, or like, you gotta get merch to get in the clan. Like, we ain't never. The fact that you can say that you've never seen that before, I know I'm doing something right. So if you start to see motherfuckers doing shit like that, you already know where it came from. When you start to see motherfuckers like, oh shit, I can start charging for mods, you know where it came from. So in my own right, I am being unique, and I have evolved, because like I said, we wasn't doing some of this stuff we doing, we've kind of started doing, we've learned as we've grown as a community over here on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Even with the like, technically, like, okay, like, we do podcasts here and there. We do sit, like, even that, like, we do have moments where we sit and we just chill and we just talk, and then, like I said, if we see fit to put it out as a video, we put it out. If not, shit, we just chalk it up to, okay, well, we was live, we was having a decent conversation, and we just left it where it was at.
All there is to it.
But I just wanted to touch on that because, like I said, when I saw it, it stuck out. You know.
Yeah, and I don't blame you for speaking on that, because it's just like, it's something that we've had to deal with, like you said, for quite a while now, and you know, we've become so adapted to it, and it's just like, we already know what's coming, and we know what the real truth is. Like, and on top of that, people will always be like, yo, if you got this whole audience of supposed real fans, what makes you think you couldn't do any more going with all the other fans? Like, you could, like, people probably were thinking like, yo, if Trae wouldn't be so harsh on the part-time fans, he probably would be at 1 million right now. And I'm like, dude, you have to understand the price of letting those people in your circle.
Yeah, motherfuckers feel like it's dead. You just be lazy, like, nah.
Like, okay, to an extent, the views and the subs, they all accumulate. They all accumulate to help us, but it's just not enough. It's not enough for us to just sit on that.
Yeah, that's not the full piece of the pie.
Kind of play. Yeah, it's not really a good chance of playing a game of hope and trying to play with numbers. Like, it's just, it usually doesn't work out in your favor like that. So having that kind of mindset where having the real fans around really does help you, because like they did for Precise, they managed to get that man the PlayStation VR 2 within days. That's how you know there's some real motherfuckers.
Right.
And Sites don't have a huge subscription number, but he's got some real motherfuckers within his circle that will support him. And that's what really counts.
And that's what I'm trying to focus on. Like I said, what we building over here. Fuck what everybody else doing and what they feel like they got to do. Or what these part-time motherfuckers go and spend their time watching, so they want to come over here and say, well, y'all should do that. No, you keep that shit over there. We got what we trying to do over here. So if a motherfucker can't respect it, then that just shows you and your character.
People be weird as hell. Like, the question they ask is ridiculous. These part-timers are a waste of time if they're not trying to get with the push and get with the.
That's what I'm saying, Dre. It's just simple as that, Dre. Like, bro, you want to talk about this, that, and the third. But you can't buy a $20 shirt food to push the brand? What the fuck you talking about then? Sound like some bullshit to me.
The brand that you supposedly support and view every day, and it is there for.
Yeah, say so. Like, what we not
that's
finna
the whole
do is hop
reason
on
why
the
we have
bandwagon. We got our own shit. That's what. Thank you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if we feel like, again, if we feel like, man, really speaking on some shit one day. But which, like I said, when we streaming, we naturally talk about shit anyway.
We just walking content, so
we technically we be podcasting within, you know what I'm saying, we just ain't got like a set space to where, oh yeah, this is the BOKC podcast, like, just with that shit. So it's just all about put your time in and your time.
Motherfuckers will spend $200 on shoes and designer, but can't spend 20. Yeah, they got to go. And that's the thing. They ain't got their priorities straight as far as like what they supporting and what they going for in life. Like if they really was like for the clan and like and supporting Trae and supporting Precise and supporting everyone else, it wouldn't be a question of, okay, what else am I spending my money on? And it's a question of, okay, what can I do to make sure that this clan is getting pushed to the max?
Right.
Because it's not a huge investment, but at the same time, it is a huge investment because it could really change who you are as a person, being around such real motherfuckers with a good mindset.
And see, and that's the thing about like I go back to Cam Newton. So Cam Newton. So instead of going on a Fox network or First Take or Undisputed or whatever. Hey, I feel like I can bring some value of my opinion of the game to the content space. Cause even like I said before we label like all this stuff like news and Undisputed, like Shannon Sharp, all that was still content. It's just now we can put a label on it. So like that's still content that they giving us, whether we catching it on the TV or the YouTube, whatever, it still was content. But now that we know exactly what it is, so Cam said, well, hey, I don't want to be censored in what I say. I don't want to be, fierce. I want to say what I want to say and be able to just let it off and then let the masses do what they do with it. So I'm gonna create my own space. So it's like 4th and 1 with what he doing. That's his own space. You can't come on there and tell him what to do. You can't come on there and tell him what to say, whatever the case. You can throw your opinions in the comments and maybe he see it, maybe he don't. But I'm saying as far as that realm of just, hey, this is my shit. You can't take this from me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's doing it on, like I said, he's distributing it through the YouTube platform. But far as like, okay, he was out there in Vegas and he had his little booth set up 4th and 1 with Cam Newton. He had, Warren Sapp, Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, a couple old teammates, but that's his space, that's his shit. The logo is 4th and 1 with him holding up his number 1 in his old uniform, the Panther uniform with, what I'm saying, that's Cam Newton. But that's what I'm saying, that's his shit. So, like I said, with the BOKC shit and the Griftstar shit, that's my shit. So when I bring people in and I bring us together as a collective and I say, man, come get with us to help us push this shit to the masses and keep this shit in their face, the first thing out of your mouth shouldn't be, oh, I'm not with that clan shit. Cause your mind is not, you're not listening.
And on top of that, even if let's say they join the clan and it's not exactly what they thought it would be. They could still focus on their own stuff. They could still build up their own brand while being in the clan. They can still do their own thing. It's not like it has to be straight BOKC. It could also take me for example. I'm trying to develop TFG for example. And so it really just comes down to how much effort are you really willing to put in.
And it's like, what you gonna bring to the clan, dog? Like, what, you just gonna sit back and watch everybody else do everything? You ain't got no work ethic or nothing?
And I've been told this by quite a few people from some jobs I worked at, or at least one job that I worked at specifically. This new generation does not want to get their hands dirty, or they're just flat out lazy. They just don't want to do the work. They'd rather it be a gradual increase without them necessarily going through the grind or the obstacles to get there. And it's just like, it ruins the entire experience that way.
Yeah, that sideline shit a motherfucker, dog. Cause I mean, like, that just go to show you people just not as savvy as they think they is. Like, if you can't do something as simple as, hey bro, I'm in this clan called BOKC, man, you should come join us. If you can't even do something as simple as that, then you already a lost cause. See how Cam Newton let Pac-Man Jones kiss him on the shit. yeah, I don't know what the hell they got going.
Nah, Gandalf, because let me explain. I was working at a home restoration company. So I was working with water damage, fire damage, mold, asbestos, dead animals, like the whole 9 yards. And like, there wasn't many people doing that business at the time, and especially people my age, because I was like 18, 19 at the time. There wasn't really many 18, 19-year-olds that would really go head first into the restoration business with little to no experience, and, you know, would want to quote unquote get their hands dirty and, you know, do the work like that. But you just got to have that work ethic. Otherwise, it's just not going to work at all. It can't work for you. You got to work for it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people will call us lazy because of the field that we're in. Because we spend a lot of time inside. We're gaming a bunch. We're talking to people online and not in person. But it's one of those things that you gotta take the ups and the downs with it. Like, and it's not necessarily a down, because we're still forming good relationships with each other, and we're still planning on meeting in person and doing all this stuff, like, outside of the game. So it's not just us sitting on our ass being, you know, just regular trolls on the game. Like, we want to do more than that.
Yeah. And then the trolling on the come with the shit talk. It ain't like that's just all we do all the time. I mean, we actually we get good clips and we got good gameplays and, you know, dropping people off and winning Warzone. And like, it's all type of shit. It ain't just centered around trolling. He said Trae's about time to retire the YouTube stuff. And then look at this clown. And then as soon as we ask him, or as soon as we tell him to get on the StreamYard or something and explain what he's talking about, he don't join. So this another goofy.
Part-timer alert. Part-timer alert.
Nigga uploaded a video 5 years ago, 11 views. No, nigga, it's time for you to retire.
Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch.
We give y'all niggas a platform to come on here and get y'all shit off. And then y'all can't. You can't say shit.
Can't say shit.
It's just crazy how people can have such a pessimistic mindset when it comes to other people.
Right, and then go to their fucking channel. The shit just dead as dirt.
The shit just dead as dirt.
It's right. Like they could talk about us doing the YouTube stuff when they attempted and quitted.
Couldn't get a poop stain out that motherfucker.
Oh man. Right, Sage. He's just minding the
minding the business that pays me while you coming in here minding business that don't pay you. YouTube is not paying you for your fucked up opinion. They not cutting you a check. So why is your mouth? Your YouTube shitty as hell. You got one video, 5 years, 11 views. Embarrassing.
Tough.
And the first thing you would say, well, I don't do this YouTube shit. You couldn't if you wanted to. Cause you suck.
I mean, obviously he wanted to, but like you said, he couldn't.
The minute you decide to upload a video, at that point you become a content creator. Now whether you stick with it, because you actually see something going, or because you fail. Because you ain't shit. I mean, it's up to you. I'ma do it like Dolph did. Grip star, fuck a deal.
Let's go on the mixtape, yo.
First off, one time to B.O.K.C. Any nigga got beef with y'all, then that nigga got beef with me. We grew up the hard way. Don't believe in magic, but look up the hard way. We grew up on Parkway, where you can get hit in your shit in a broad day. And fuck what the law say. And fuck what a nigga that's starting their shit say. And fuck what a nigga that's talking about niggas and bitches that's not on their shit say.